Hey Virgo, this is your late October into November special eclipse season tarot reading. So in October, opportunities presented themselves to you, even in unlikely places, even in positions where you couldn't really fully be transparent with all of your social circle or all of your work community or the people you create with, or even certain family members. You may have felt that you had to do something of like a lone wolf in this, or you just had to keep information to yourself. But opportunities have really unfolded. There could be a reason why I see you keeping quieter about things, Virgo, or at least mulling things over or taking time to reflect during the month of October. I can see you doing that because I see for some of you that you're going to be surprising people by what you do, because by the time the eclipses happen in November, you have almost changed course entirely or found a much deeper meaning to what it is that you've been pursuing. Okay, so I'm going to start pulling some cards and see what comes through. The Ace of Pentacles. What opportunities have come up for you, Virgo, in the month of October? Another ace, the Ace of Wands, the Fool card, the Three of Wands. So some of the opportunities that presented themselves to you this month were so obvious, actually, like two aces. I feel like these energies are very bold, and I think that these kind of possibilities that are represented by the ace came through, and it would have been, noticeable for you. And even if it wasn't going to be an immediate effect, you could really see the future being very bright around this, So yeah, for some of you, you're very aware of the opportunities of October. And this has just been a month for that, for recognizing that. Now, some of you will have taken a huge chance and gone and pushed on forward with some of these opportunities that came up, and really taken a big leap of faith and followed spirit on just taking a plunge and going for something. And the Fool card is all about a new beginning and an exciting new chapter. Whatever the opportunities of October brought for you, Virgo, it really was to look at things from like the perspective of a fresh new start, a new chapter is born, so to speak. And then the Three of Wands. This is really positive, the Three of Wands, to see around having interest in what you're doing, having a passion for what you're doing, and feeling really optimistic. So whatever project is in the works now, or is it a relationship, is it the opportunity of a connection, whatever seems to be really taking off for you at this time in October, really building and growing and expanding, lean into that energy, because it seems to be presenting itself to you at a time where it's because of your readiness to trust in the unknown and take those leaps of faith. That's when this energy comes up, in a sense. So let's have a look at what comes through in the Four of Swords. And I'm placing this around end of October, so around the eclipses, that week, the last week of October. And the solar eclipse in Scorpio is happening in the same place in Scorpio as where Venus will be transiting through. So we'll have the South Node in Scorpio, the Moon in Scorpio, and Venus there too. So we're going to be looking at what Scorpio is associated with sometimes: purging, mystery, transformation, death, rebirth. We'll be looking at that through the lens of Venus in Scorpio, relationships, and South Node in Scorpio, our karmic past or history, collective history. This had been, I saw something change change the direction of the way it was facing. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so something to do with what you've been working on. That could be around like changing course or something like that, unexpectedly. Even the Tower at the bottom of the deck. If you're dealing with a Virgo, another Virgo, things may kind of surprise you with them, or change suddenly. So yes, there does seem to be, if it's relating to you, Virgo, with the Eight of Pentacles being the Sun and Virgo card, it does seem that around the end of October, projects or things you've been working on could take off really suddenly, could start to really grow and develop, and Empress card, Nine of Pentacles, flourish at the same time. So something does change course in the end of October, which gives you the motivation to keep going, perhaps. But the Four of Swords here does suggest, for some reason, taking a break from something that has been, I don't know, stressing you out a bit. So what does this eclipse in Scorpio on the 25th of October mean? Wow, so gorgeous, Virgo. The Star card, the Sun card, and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, that is beautiful energy to see coming through. So you're really optimistic around these eclipses. You're ready to transform. You're ready to heal and to align with a really happy and upbeat and grateful and blessed timeline. That's what I see with that eclipse season portal that's available for you now at the end of October. Eclipses are new and full moon hypercharged lunations because the nodes are involved in the same sign when the new moon and full moon occur. That's what makes them a little more said to be pertaining to destiny in astrology. So Eight of Cups here, we have an eclipse happening in the corner. We will look at what's coming through in November, but just to get back to these gorgeous cards, the Sun and the Star card, a real sense of happiness and fulfillment is indicated to be underway at the end of October with these cards for me. Relief, hope, relief from any mental strain or turmoil, relief from heartbreak coming up, the Four of Swords. Whatever kind of I think externally things have been really good. You've been really positively reinforced. I see nothing wrong here, Virgo, about what's been going on. You seem to have been getting a lot of opportunities for travel, expansion, seeing new places. There's lots on the horizon, so to speak, when it comes to kind of seeing the world or experiencing travel or relocation, or just like being out and about all the time and being pretty social recently. The Sun and the Star card on a deeper level really tells me that you've been able to come back into the world in a much more lighter and brighter way, and you feel relieved and lifted of a burden, or just really living in a really upbeat and glorious fashion right now. The Queen of Wands, again, that is very magnetic, that frequency that you're aligning to, Virgo. So a lot of positive opportunities are, of course, bound to come your way when you are attracting them like this. So you're just embodying a self-confident, self-assured, kind and fair and high vibe divine energy. Okay, love that. Let's have a look then at what comes through with the Taurus lunar eclipse, which is happening later on in November. So around between the 7th, 8th, 9th of November, that's where I'm putting this energy. So up until around the 8th or 9th of November, let's see what's coming through for Virgo around the lunar eclipse in Taurus at the beginning of next month. So the Eight of Cups with Two of Wands, Hanged One, and Chariot card. Okay, major arcana energy coming through. Yes, you just have to make decisions basically, and they seem to be kind of easy. And the only thing that I thought I could see was maybe the radical energy of the Fool card and the Star card being very Aquarian, and the Hanged One being very much able to expand on consciousness at this stage of their life and see something in an entirely new way. So that's kind of coming up for you, where towards November you might surprise people with your new way of approaching something or doing something, or even seeing something as well, Virgo. More opportunity to travel, explore, have cross-cultural experiences that open your mind to new philosophies or new breakthroughs. This is all possible in November too. It seems like a soul searching mission begins in November, or is initiated in some way. Something may push you further along this path of understanding what it is that you truly want. So I guess follow the call, however it shows up in November, at the end of November. The Chariot card suggesting that you're ready for this. This has been brewing for quite some time. There's been a development of where your soul is got to be in this lifetime, and what the ego is trying to create for you to experience, so you can align with these synchronicities, align what's meant to be with what's meant to be happening for you. Like I said, the eclipse season portal pertains to destiny in astrology. So you're going to be, I suppose, ready for whatever brings or whatever comes along in November. You have been soul searching. You're in the position to make a decision for yourself because you've had so much success with the Three of Wands, with following the what your gut instinct told you was a good opportunity for you, and using your discernment all through the month of October. Even if it meant that some of these things you will be waiting for them and there's like a sense of delayed gratification there, you're fine with that. You're kind of boundlessly optimistic in October, so it's really beautiful to see. And if you're not quite there yet, well, this eclipse is in a few more days, 4 more days time. It seems that you're going to be entering this eclipse season energy in Queen of Wands. That's been building for a while, I think, this inner fire, this inner passion, okay? And yes, a soul searching mission underway by November. You're ready for it. And that's what I've got for you, Virgo. I am going to link the latest love reading I've done for you below, and that's going to be on Patreon with other exclusive content there. If this is all you're sticking around for, please consider subscribing. Good to talk to you, and I'll see you soon.